Hi everyone. Today we will be talking about a new model from DeepSeek, that is DeepSeek Janus Pro. DeepSeek has taken the AI world by storm, and this new model, which has released a couple of days back, is looking very promising. Why? Because after DeepSeek V3 and DeepSeek R1, Janus Pro is a model which is multimodal as well as can generate images also. So it is a true multimodal. That means it can intake text and images and can output both text and image. So this is something crazy, and I think one of the rarest models which can output both text and images. So before we jump onto the details of Janus Pro, let's try to understand the metrics and its benchmark numbers to make you excited about it. So as you can see in the diagram, LLM parameters billions and average performance, you can see Janus Pro 1 billion and Janus Pro 7 billion. The two versions of the model that has been released are at the top compared to other small sized LLMs. Janus Pro 1 billion looks to be the best model in that particular category. Multi-model I'm talking about, and same goes for Janus Pro 7B. And on the right hand side, the comparison is with image generation models. There also Janus Pro is looking good, where it has been able to beat Dalle 3 as well as stable Diffusion 3 models on various benchmarks like general evaluation and DPG bench. These are for image evaluations. So now we will be talking about the basic architecture of the model that has been released, and it is open source. Do remember this. So this is the basic architecture that the team has released. Here you can see that two parts are present. One is for the multi-model, that is the left hand side, where you fill in an image and a language instruct, that is the prompt that you give. It goes into an auto-regressive transformer and then you generate an answer. So it is able to amalgamate both the image input as well as the prompt. While on the right hand side, you can see the image generation side, where first of all this diagram might be a little misleading. You provide a prompt, that is language instruct. This goes to auto-regressive transformer. The auto-regressive transformer generate image tokens. These are certain sort of vectors of image features. This might be a little tricky to understand, so let's go back to our explanation to understand it in some detail. So as mentioned, key features requires decoupled architecture for multi-model tasks. So as you saw, it has two internal architectures, one for handling image and text as input and other is for generating images. As you can see, as you saw in the diagram, they were unified encoder, text tokenizer, which then goes to the auto-regressive transformer, and text detokenizer. So this was the multi-model part. Takes an image, takes a language instruction. The auto-regressive transformer processes both the image and text together and outputs the language response. Now, in case of image generation, it intakes a language instruction generation encoder that takes an image and converts it into format that a transformer can use for generating new images. So I was talking about that tokenizer is coming from there. So basically we are first of all generating image tokenizers and the image tokens, and then we are going for its decoding part. Auto-regressive transformer, this processes the text and the image information. Image decoder, this takes the output from the transformer and converts it back to the generated image. Just spend some time on the diagram, you would be able to get it. Talking about the training strategy, it has been trained in three levels. Stage 1, focusing on training adapters and image head, using text to image data for unified pre-training and adjusting the data ratio. So multimodal data is 5, text is 1 and visual is 4. We are just running through this because this is not that much necessary. The architecture was the major key highlight of Janus Pro. Data scaling, it incorporates 90 million additional samples on multimodal understanding, and for visual generation adds 72 million synthetic aesthetics data samples have been added for the data part. Model scaling, as mentioned, there are two variants, 1 billion and 7 billion, and larger embedding sizes. 4096 is huge with 32 attention heads. Talking about the performance, I think we have already shown the results, so I'm skipping this part. Why DeepSeek Janus Pro is a killer? So if you remember, we had a US stock market crash, and that day Janus Pro was released. So it was one of the major reasons that DeepSeek caught up in the AI space, because it has a unified structure. It is one of its kind model which can generate both text and images. quite scalable. 7 million model is not that huge, quite efficient also, and can handle diverse tasks as mentioned. Now, how to use Janus Pro for free? I have already covered a video on this. So you first need to go to Hugging Face Spaces right now. You have some codes also in the Git repo for Janus Pro. You can check that out as well. Here you can access the model for free, upload the image, you will get a response. For example, explain this meme. It would be able to explain this meme. Apart from that, you can also provide a prompt for image generation here, and you would be able to generate images as well. Before we end up this, let me show you the Git repo as well. So here is the Git repo, DeepSeek-AI Janus Pro. Janus series has been released, unified multimodal understanding and generation models. All the details are present, just browse down so you will be able to see the model weights. And here you need to click on Janus Pro to get the codes. You can try running these codes in your local system, very easy to run. And I hope you try out the model. These models are open sourced and DeepSeek is killing it. Thank you so much.